Hey guys, this is Devin's channel again, coming right back at you. Devin's channel 2, and this is discussion. By the way, look, I got peacock hair. Peacock hair. It sucks you in, man. It pulls you in, sucks you dry. Anyhow, this is discussion. This is a few things that I read on the AMC website. Um, it's kind of crazy, man. Obviously, I don't know if it's the bandwidth in other countries, but a lot of these people don't specified which countries there are, where they're at. But it's kind of funny. I'll give you a few examples. I was reading about 4 or 5 of them that really stuck out to me. And of course, a lot of them had a lot of cussing in it because they were pissed off because they can't watch the YouTube videos, or even if they pay for like the Blu-rays and they download it, they can't get it over there. I know one guy said he was in Germany and he hates AMC and blah 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 AMC and their BBS and this and all this other stuff. Anyway, I'll give you a couple examples. Okay, this is discussions. This is from Jordan Filipowski. It says, blank you AMC for not making these videos available in my country. This is BS, potentially even racism. Man, I tell you I mean, it's almost like, look, there's, I mean, what country are you at? You're not telling us where you're at, man. We don't know. I don't know how AMC operates. I know I have DirecTV. I'm not going to specify what state I'm in, where I live at, and all that. That's confidential. YouTube asks you not to put that out there, and I put that out there for my own. I wouldn't put that out there for my own sake, my own privacy. But getting to it, back to it, what I was saying is that um, when he says this is BS and potentially racism, it's kind of funny because it's like it's one of those things that I have DirecTV, like I was trying to say, and I think I've got over 600 channels, and I don't get anything. I think the only thing I get is like a Mexican channel. I don't get any channels ever in Germany or Italy or anything like that at all. So on the other hand, it's going both ways. I've got another channel that I do too. It's called Devin's Q&A on Women. Um, I did a little teaser about that a couple days ago. I still haven't completed edit the website. I'm working on that. That's a whole nother discussion. I'm not gonna get into that. Um, that's probably should be called "How to Piss People Off," because that's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna piss people off. It's all commentary, man. This is a blog. This is not about really about. Um, Even though I'm talking about The Walking Dead, on this blog and everything, but a lot of people that do these type of shows don't call it a blog. They just get on there and they ramble and talk and talk. And there's a few good ones out there, man. There's a guy that I brought up several times, Trev Channel, or he calls it Trev's Train 2, CHAN. It goes by the same thing I go by. I just put 2 there where he puts his 2 at. But he's really good. I think he actually does. From what he said, he's a computer programmer. Say, I mean, he sets up his website, man. He's got it looking good. He knows his stuff, and he actually, I think I sent him a reply or a Q&A about 4 days ago, asking him how many days a week that he shoots. He shoots 7 days a week. He does stuff at 2:30 in the morning time. He writes stuff. He does it at morning time at breakfast. He does it in the afternoon, midday. It's almost thinking, when does this guy get the time to do all this stuff? You know, I mean, I try to shoot, before we go back on discussions, I try to do at least 3 to 4 videos in a 3-day span. Because you got to do some editing and this and that. Like I said, I brought that up on one of my videos that I'm having problems with some of my links. With this Toshiba that I've got, it's basically a computer, but it's got so much editing software on it that it prevents a lot of things that I still haven't quite figured out. I'm not a computer programmer by no means, but I'm pretty computer savvy. But I should have went to school and studied about it, because it would have made it a whole lot easier on me and save me some time, because I haven't even got the like buttons up there yet, or the subscribe buttons on my website. But I'm working on it. But I'm pretty much just trying to get it out there and get a feel on exactly how I'm gonna set it up. But to get back to discussions, yeah, that one I was talking about was from Jordan Philip Pofofsky. And there's another one, and this one, listen to this one. This one, it says, this is from Abby, pretty much Abby Crazy. Okay, so everybody is complaining for the same thing. Don't you think you should something about it? Now listen to that. Okay, so everybody is complaining for the same thing. Don't you think you should something about it? Who speaks like that? It's crazy, man. I tell you, I think she might have been hitting the juice that night, or she just misspelled anyhow. Bless her heart. We got the point, honey. Yeah, but like I said, she didn't even state where she was from. Then you got another one that says, this is another discussion on AMC's website. If you go to, they got like channels, videos, settings, and all this other stuff, and they got about. It's an actual word that says about, ABOUT. Um, this is from Dahos, DAHOSS. Says AMC has become like MTV. Now I agree with this guy. Out of all these, the ones that I read, I only went through about 5 of them, but I read about 30 of them. But 5 of them I copied down, but I'm not going to read all 5 of them. I'm just going to read 3 of them, because I'm going to go into another video and release that here probably within about 20 minutes. Um, so anyhow, this guy says MTV. I remember when MTV was about music videos, and I remember when AMC was about classic movies. Now, I don't remember when AMC was about classic movies, because I'm 34 years old. When I was growing up, I don't recall watching AMC. I wasn't doing that stuff. I was too busy with sports and doing my thing and all this other stuff. I was hanging out, doing stuff that, I'm not going to get into somebody's business. But anyhow, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then he's got in parentheses, sad. But I agree with you, Dahas. That is true, because, when he says, I remember when MTV was about music videos, and and then he goes, when AMC was about classic movies. Now, I don't know about that, but I do remember when MTV was nothing but music. I remember back in the late 80s, I was just probably no more than maybe, well, let's see, 90, 93, 90, 92, I was probably no more than about 14 years old, maybe. Like I said, I'm 34 now, so this is 2015. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. But I remember that. I remember when it was nothing but the big hair bands. You had Def Leppard, and that's before they went on to that thrash metal, and then you had the grind metal when Nirvana came out and all this other stuff, and he kind of led this new path to rock, and which became hard rock or headbanging music, or excuse me, headbangers music. I'm drinking some coffee here, and so I definitely agree with you on that. I think the last time I watched MTV was I was living in North Carolina about 3.5 years ago, and it was shows up there like 16 and Pregnant, um, something about where it was one show like, would you date my mom? Do you have my mom's approval? And just stuff. It's supposed to be MTV, music television, and it has no music up there at all. Now, I don't have a certain type of genre of music at all. You know, I listen to pretty much anything. You know, I can go from 1 minute to listen to Luke Bryan to the next minute listen to Juicy J. You know, I have my own moments. You know, preferably I like heavy metal. You know, I like some Five Finger Death Punch and all that other stuff. You know, that's just my thing. Then I can get into some old slow. Some old back in the days when they had shoot, what was it called? Anyhow, and I mean, time's a waste of time on that stuff. Slow jams, 102.9, or slow jams, something like that. Anyhow, yeah, when they had Casey and JoJo and everybody else. But anyhow, but I want to get to another thing too. This is the stats for AMC. Now listen to this. AMC, it says, so with news, okay, we all know about the news. I just said about the discussions and the videos I've talked about and other videos people's put out there about the new season of season 6 of the going into the third episode of last week, or this coming up week. Anyhow, so AMC has 445,123 subscribers, and then they have 139,517,139 views. And you can go to their links. Their links are Twitter, Google, Facebook, and the AMC newsletter. And you can go on watch all their full episodes on AMC.com. So with that to say, that's just one of the. I wouldn't call this a Q&A. Maybe it is. This is more or less a discussion. But I was surprised to see how many people. And it wasn't anybody. It was mostly people that were saying they couldn't watch the show, they couldn't download YouTube, or they could download it but they couldn't get anything off YouTube, and they were blaming it on the bandwidth and why couldn't they get it in their country, and AMC sucks, and then the F word and this and that. I think the F word was probably used about 200 times about AMC and this and that. Just a lot of criticism. So if they happen, well, since they can't get on the YouTube, I doubt they can see me. But I've got the only thing I can say to them, hey, look, man, my heart goes out to you guys because you look, I can't see nothing y'all got over there. Yeah, I really can't. And a lot of and from the few times that I've been around, man, there's a lot of things y'all probably got in y'all's country that I would love to have. I mean, God bless. I love America, but man, y'all got some things in certain countries that, especially the women. I tell you what, man. I mean, we got some pretty women in America, but there's some pretty women in Italy and in India, and oh man, God knows, Arab women and Greek women. And I know about Greek women. I used to work for a Greek restaurant for about 5.5 years, and they are some beautiful women, but they are headstrong. Anyhow, that would be a subject for Q&A on Devin's Q&A on women, but that's up and coming, working on that. But once again, this is discussions. This was about AMC's.com website. What I just wanted to go over and let you guys know. Anyhow, I guess I'll catch you guys and hit y'all up in about another hour of another video. Locally, it's 1:46 a.m. on Eastern time, so I'll catch you later. This is Devin Channel 2. Bye.